Hello everyone, Lady to Winter here, and today I wanted to walk you through my third quarter planner. This is a flip through because it'll be changing next quarter. So, one of the things I wanted to tell you about was there's going to be a new series on my channel where I do the quarters of my planner. I show you what the quarter looked like before and what the quarter looked like after on this one. Now the next one will just be me showing you what each quarter looks like. I don't know if you want to see a flip through of the final product. Let me know and I will give it to you. So this is my catch-all planner. Now I'm getting kind of into the Franken-plan type situation. I'm going to have to scoot it back and forth because unfortunately my camera does not pick up the whole picture and I am not tall enough. So I've added some things to it for the third quarter that wasn't in here the last time you saw me do a video on this. And this year I am no longer using a garden planner. I've added a section for it to the catch-all planner. I'm also putting my calendar and my weekly planning. Well, let me just show you. Okay, first of all, we're going to open it up, and of course we have my favorite saying. You wake up every morning to fight the same demons that left you so tired the night before, and that, my love, is bravery. And of course, you're getting things done, which I really don't follow anymore, but that's life. Now, I've got a brain dump. First thing off, I've got tabs, as you can see, all my tabs there. And I've got a brain dump up front. And this is my brain dump. And once a week, I do a brain dump, and I go over all the stuff that I need to have in there. And that is my paper for my brain dump. Now, here's my budget. I'm not going to show you my budget. Okay, because that's kind of personal and private, but that is my finances. And then let's go over to, whoa, okay, I didn't mean to show that. Yeah, kind of hard to flip through here without showing you everything. So anyway, here's personal, where I have my goals for my 6-month challenge, which I have to admit I'm failing miserably at, but there's my page for that, my 2025 goals in personal. And then I've got my breakdown of those goals, which is what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, exercise. This is health. This is mental health. And this is organization. Now, that's all I'm working on right now. Maybe I'll add some things later. I don't know. Here are some routines that I try to follow. And here are my books to read. Now, this is all going to go in a hobby section soon. This is going to go into the hobby section. But for right now, it's in personal. And then we go to household, where I have my list of things, my emergency list of things I need for my emergency kit, grocery lists that I buy all the time, and the cost as of to date of what all these things cost me. Now, I have a weekly dinner setup, a menu setup that I have not used. I'll show you in a minute why, but it's just not here. There's all my favorite dinners, and then we're going to get to cleaning. And here's my cleaning setup. Now, I've got some notes I want to work on in my bathroom. And each of these little stickies, what I do is I pick these up and I put them on the page for cleaning for that day. So I know that I have a list of things that I need to clean. And I do them by priority. What should be most important, what should be second important, what should be third important. So if I don't get it done that week, I'll get it done the next week. Like one week I do, okay, this is a number 1 week. The next week, when I clean, the living room, it's a number 2 week, so I do that. And then the third week is a number 3 week. So that's my cleaning setup. Here's my car information, which when I got my last oil change and all. I haven't driven in a long time, so I'm probably going to be doing away with the car. Here is my garden planner, which I have put in here now. All this is going to change a little bit with the fourth quarter, but not a whole bunch. Choose where your energy goes. I love that because that's what I'm working on doing now. This is the cover for my old garden planner, which I absolutely adored. So, and here's my dates to remember, and here's my zone map, which shows you the zone that you're in, and here is an anatomy of a plant, which is important if you want to know, and this is just a tomato plant, but this falls for just about every plant. And then here is my bug repellents and notes and things on gardening. And then here's my garden layout for this year. Now, so far, the only ones I have planted are these, the ones where you see little names by. These will be carrots, radishes, onions, lettuce. This will be changed over to lettuce. So that's going to be the layout for come fall garden, which will be being planted very soon, in fact. Here is all my plants and the history of them and what they do. These guys I haven't planted yet, so I don't have that many notes on. Then I have content. Now this is where this is going to get a little trickier in the next planner because I have a section set up for things that I'm going to be working on. Excuse me, I forgot to bring my coffee with me. So anyway, this is the current projects I'm working on right now. Okay, this is what I'm working on. These are videos, ideas that I have that I will, as I make this video, I toss this sticky. This is gaming video ideas that I have. And this is me. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way, guys, is I cannot find an arm or my camera does not make a big enough picture. Right now, I'm using a cell phone because I can't really afford anything else. So this is how it goes. I hope you enjoy the video. We'll see how it goes. Now, here's my calendar. Now, this is just a list of things that I need to check when I'm setting up my weeks after I go through all this stuff. The idea is to start at the beginning of the planner, work your way back into the calendar section, which is, we just flip that over. That's calendar right there. See, it says calendar. And then we have our lists and we have this page. And this is the perpetual calendar. This is the next thing I check to see what I've got going on in September. Here it says, you know, I've got all my September things here. And then every month I have something different. And I've got a little tab here that says this year. I'm going to put a different tab in here. But for right now, this works for me. And then there's my currently page for July. And there's July. And here's all the July pages. And yeah, I do a little bit of decorating. I use more color than anything. So here's all that. And because I don't want to take up too much of the writing space with decorating. So this is August stuff I want to do. I haven't done this, so I got to migrate that someplace else. And here's my brain dump, which I was keeping here in each page here, but I'm going to stop doing that. So here's August. And yeah, there is August. There's the breakdown for August. All the months, all the weeks. Sorry about this, guys. Had to get my coffee. My throat was starting to give me issues. So here's the, I think the last week in August. Here's the September currently page. I don't use that all that much. I was using this as a brain dump, but it's not really big enough. As you see, just the first 2 days, the first few days of this, I already have this almost full. And that's all the room I have left. And here's September. Now, what I was doing is I was keeping a lot of stuff on this page, but a lot of this is going back to another section come the fourth quarter. Right now, everything in green is my bills and how much I've spent that week. Sorry about this. Been having trouble with my voice for a while now. So anyway, this is what I spent each day and each week so far I've spent on bills and food and just garbage that I buy because I seem to have a spending addiction and I need to stop doing that. I can't afford to do that all the time. So here is this week in this planner pages. I thought these little guys were cute. I thought they were adorable, so I put them in. And here is this, no, that's last week, yes. And here is this week. And we haven't got all the way through September yet. We will, and then we will go on to October. So that is the fourth quarter, or third quarter in my planner so far. And we will see how it's going to go. And that's the end of the, right there, into October, which we will be adding that to the fourth quarter planner. So I hope, despite the fact that I had to move the planner around a lot, that you were able to see everything and enjoy the video. Let me know what you thought. If you think I should keep doing these, I'm going to do one more for the 4th quarter. And let me know if you think I should keep doing these. If you enjoy planner videos, watching me do my planner and all of that, let me know what you think and if you enjoyed it or not. Oh, I forgot to mention, these are my daily routines, my morning routine and my bedtime routine. This is what is up on the channel, what I have to put up and what I have to deal with for YouTube and Instagram. So, and there we go. That's about it, guys. Here I have my breakfast and dinner. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm going to have breakfast here shortly, and then I'll mark down my dinners. And that's part of my health and wellness, which I might put in here, I might not, because the small planner I use is a much easier to carry to the doctor's office than this big hulking thing. I don't even have a bag big enough for this thing. So I might go ahead and keep the health and wellness planner in a smaller planner. I might even buy a different size planner, a much smaller one for the health and wellness. We'll have to see. So until next time, guys. There we go. There is my planner, the 3rd quarter of my planner, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.